Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. My girlfriend's been putting super glue all over my rifles. She denies it, but I'm sticking to my guns. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Marvel Studios' Ant-Man trilogy from Upper Deck.
We'll get back to the review in just a moment. I want to take a minute to ask you to check out my other channel, that is Cody Carlson, PhD, where we talk about history, books on history, military history. I even post some of my lectures for my classes on there. Please check that out. Please subscribe to that channel. And now, back to the review.
In legendary Marvel Studios' Ant-Man trilogy from Upper Deck, players, of course, are going up against some truly bad guys from the 3 films in the Ant-Man Marvel Studios films. They're going to have to work together and take down those baddies. Let's go ahead and start by taking a look at some of the new keywords here. First of all, you've got heist. Now, some of the heroes will have a heist ability. If it says if you can pull off a heist, you get a certain reward. How you pull off a heist is you look at all of your non-zero cost cards in your hand. That is going to be kind of your heist count. Then you're going to look at the top card of the villain deck and check the VP number. If the number you have is higher than that VP number, then of course you win the heist. Now, if your heist number is the same as that VP number, nothing happens. But if it is lower, then you take a wound. Some keywords are double cross. If a villain comes out with double cross, that means you look at all of the cards in your hand, and if you have any cost cards that are the same, whichever is highest, you're going to discard one of those cards. Now, also, the card distribution here is different among your heroes. Normally, it's 5-5-3-1. Here, it's 3-3-3-2-1, because if you get a lot of double cards coming up in the game, there's going to be a lot of effects that will trigger off of that. You also have an Explore ability. The Explore ability allows you to take a hero from the HQ, put it on the bottom, draw the top 2 cards from the HQ, pick one to put out in the HQ, and another one to put on the bottom of the deck. Now, you've got something here that's new. I don't think we've seen it before. These are ambush schemes. Essentially, schemes can come out among the villains like regular cards, but then they, boom, become the scheme for the round. You've got to kind of get through them or find ways to solve them in order to get back to the regular mission of the game. We've also got Conqueror, which is a keyword we've seen before. Essentially, it can give villains +2 power in certain parts of the city, the bridge, the rooftops, etc. We also have Transforming Masterminds. Again, something we've seen before. When certain effects come into play, the mastermind actually flips over, and there are kind of different conditions around him. You defeat him again, or something else happens, he transforms back. We've got size changing. Again, I believe we saw this with the first Ant-Man, meaning that certain cards, if you play certain the symbols or classes, you can go ahead and recruit certain cards from the HQ for less recruit than you would otherwise normally have to do. You've also got microscopic size changing, meaning if certain keywords are played multiple times, you can get a discount for each of those kinds of classes that are played. You have Antics. Antics give you certain abilities, but you have to have at least 3 cards that are cost 1 or 2, and one of them has to be size changing. You have 2 new villain groups here. You have the Ghost Chasers, you have the Armada of Kang, you have the Cross Technologies, and you have the Quantum Realm. You have 3 new henchman classes. You have the Tardigrade, the Quantum Hound, and the Quantumonauts. You've also got a few new crazy bystanders. Your masterminds include Darren Cross, Ghost Master Thief, and Kang the Conqueror. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the new heroes you get with this collection. First of all, you've got Cassie Lang. You've got Cassie Lang's most powerful card, Inspire Revolution. It's a 9+ variable card and an attack 5+ variable card. It's got microscopic size changing up to 5 strength, and you get +1 attack for each villain worth 2 VP or less in your victory pile. You've got the Ant Army. And Army's most powerful card is Revolutionary Anthem. It's a variable 9 cost card, and it's a 4+ variable attack card. It's got microscopic size changing up to 5 tech cards, and Antics, you get +2 attack. Heist, you get +2 attack. If the card revealed from the villain deck is a Scheme Twist, you get another +2, and you may shuffle that deck. You've got the Freedom Fighters. Freedom Fighter's most powerful card is Freedom Forever. It's a cost 7 card with a 5 attack. It's got Explore, and it can play off another instinct card. You may choose a player to gain the found hero. You've got the Wasp. Wasp's most powerful card is Hope Returns. It's a cost 9 variable card with a 4+ recruit and a 4+ attack. It's got microscopic size changing up to 5 range icons, and it reads, you get 1 recruit for each other card you have with a plus symbol on its recruit icon. You get +1 attack for each other card you have with a plus symbol on its attack icon. You've got Scott Lang, Cat Burglar. Scott Lang Cat Burglar's most powerful card is the Big Score. It's a cost 8 card with a variable 4 attack. It reads Heist. You get +4 attack if the card revealed from the villain deck is a Master Strike, KO it, and put a card from the Bystander deck on top of the villain deck. You've got Janet Van Dyne. Janet Van Dyne's most powerful card is Finally Found You. It's a cost 8 card with variable 4 recruit and variable 4 attack. It has Explore, and if it plays off another covert card, you get plus recruit equal to the found hero's printed recruit and plus attack equal to its printed attack. There's Gentora. Gentora's most powerful card is Conquer the Conqueror. It's a cost 7 card with a variable 5 attack. It reads Bridge Conqueror 1. You get +1 attack for each villain worth 4 victory points or more, and each mastermind tactic in your victory pile. Finally, there's the big guy himself, Ant-Man. Ant-Man's most powerful card is Giant Man. It's a variable 9 cost card, and it has a variable 6 attack ability. Microscopic size changing, it has 5 strength. You get +1 for each card you played this turn that's strength and or has size changing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the big bad schemes for this game. First of all, there's Escape and Imprisoning Dimension. Setup 5 twists. Special rules. During your turn, any number of times, you may spend 1 attack to seal an unsealed city space or unsealed mastermind space by putting a card above it from the wound stack. Twist. If any city space with a villain in it or the mastermind space is not sealed, stack this twist next to the mastermind as a discovered escape route. Otherwise, return 3 seals from above spaces to the wound deck, shuffle this twist into the villain deck, and play another card from the villain deck. Evil wins when 3 escape routes have been discovered. There's Auction Shrink Tech to the highest bidder. Setup 11 twists. Set aside all 14 cards of a random extra hero that has any size changing cards as a Shrink Tech. Twist. Stack this twist next to the scheme as a hostile bid. Reveal a random hero from the Shrink Tech. This turn you may recruit that hero, but it costs +1 recruit more for each hostile bid. If you recruit it, either KO that hero or choose any hero to gain it. If you don't recruit it by the end of this turn, stack it next to the scheme as Controlled by Arms Dealers. Evil wins when 8 Shriek Tech cards are controlled by arms dealers. There's Siphon Energy from the Quantum Realm. Setup 9 twists. Set aside the Quantum Realm villain group as an extra group. Shuffle its ambush scheme into the villain deck. Twist. Stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a Quantum Siphon. Put a random set aside Quantum Realm villain or the Siphons. Do its ambush effect. If there was already a Quantum Realm villain on the Siphons, KO it. Special rules. You may fight villains on the Quantum Siphons. You get +1 attack for each 2 Siphons. Evil wins when 4 Quantum Realm villains have been KO'd or there are 9 Quantum Siphons. Finally, there's Safeguard Dark Secrets. Setup 5 twists. Twist. Stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a secret, then play another card from the villain deck. Special rules. You have the ability Heist. You get +1 recruit. Shuffle a secret from next to the Mastermind into the villain deck. Evil wins when the Mastermind has 5 secrets. So that is what you're getting with this expansion. Of course, there's a lot of variability in the cards here. You've got some really fun and interesting things here. You've got these ambush cards that come out, or ambush schemes rather that come out, which can really kind of change the trajectory of the game for a bit. They're not insurmountable, but they do bad things to you unless you take them out. So you really want to get on them as soon as you can. And they're not too hard, but again, they can distract you from the larger picture there. But they're fun, they're interesting, and it's something new, and I always look for these kind of new and interesting things in any set. This is actually a pretty freaking big set. I think there's over 200 cards in here. It just comes in a little box, but it is actually a pretty big expansion here. So I was not expecting it to be as big as it is, but it's got 3 films in it. so you can play through the 3 films, right? I got to tell you, I really liked the first Ant-Man film. I thought the second one was good, not great, but boy, I did not like that last one. It was just a CGI fest. Not for me. I mean, you take Ant-Man's ability, he gets real small, and then you just put him in a place where everybody's real small. Yeah, that should work. And then Kang, the less said, the better. But I gotta tell you, the game is fun, and I really like playing through these movies. I like playing through the schemes that you've got here. You got some real fun ones. That Dark Secret one's probably my favorite. It just flowed. I really liked it well. But there's some real fun and interesting things. I like the bystanders that you get here. I like that you get so many. I think you get 4 villain groups and 2 henchman groups, which is awesome. You don't get henchman groups a lot in the smaller expansion, so it's cool you got them here. The heroes themselves are cool. The size changing we've seen before. I can't remember if we've seen microscopic size changing. We probably did, but I like the size changing stuff here. I think that's fun. I really like the heist ability too. I like playing with the heist stuff. That's fun because it just it's kind of a gamble. Okay, I've got these 3 cards. I'm going to go for it. I may get a wound, but I may get something really special here, and it can really save your bacon a lot of the time. Some of these higher priced cards are easier to get because of the microscopic size changing. So all told, this is a very fun, very engaging expansion. I really enjoyed it. One of the I'd say it's a better expansion. It's on kind of a higher tier here. Now, it's got screenshots. I know that turns off a lot of people. I don't care. I'm fine with screenshots. I got no problem there. I do prefer the art. I think the art is more fun, but I got no problem with the screenshots. It's the game's the thing, and the game's the thing, and the theme here still comes through with the screenshot. So I like it. This is a great addition to Marvel Legendary. Recommendation for the discriminating gamer is buy it. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us here on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We ask you to please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. I'd also ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to please check out my other channel, that is Cody Carlson, PhD, where we talk about military history, books on history, fun things like that. I even post some of my lectures from some of my classes on that channel. Please check that out and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Please also give us a thumb on Board Game Geek for this video. And if you really do appreciate what we do in this channel, I'd ask you to humbly go ahead and click on the Super Thanks button and leave a tip. I told my girlfriend to meet me at the gym, but she didn't show up. I guess that's how I knew we weren't going to work out. Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band. God knows that I love.
No. No.